Hello, I'm recording my video from a scratch. My camera isn't working, so I'm trying to record this. So for the first question, Grendel shows that evil isn't just about cruelty. It's tied to loneliness, misunderstanding, and isolation. I'd say. The book challenges the traditional idea that evil is always intentional or purely malicious. One quote that shows this is when Grendel says, "I understand that the world was nothing, a mechanical chaos of casual, brutal, enmity." This quote tells us how he sees the world as cruel and random, not guided by love or justice, anything like that. That belief shapes his behavior. He lashes out because he feels rejected and lost in a meaningless world. Another quote is, "I create the whole universe blink by a blink." Here, Grendel is trying to take control of his reality. Uh, he's just trying to make a mess of things, even if it means embracing violence. He doesn't just kill for fun. It's part of a way of coping with a world that confuses and excludes him. So the question, how evil is Grendel? He's clearly violent, but his evil comes more from pain than from pure hatred. And when it comes to dealing with evil around him, like humans rejecting him or the dragon, this dismissing him, he reacts with aggression and mockery. He becomes what others says he is, basically. Some people might argue Grendel is just evil from the start and chooses to hurt others for no reason, but Gardner seems to suggest that evil in this story grows out of rejection and not just natural instinct. Grendel's violence is also just a response to being cut off from meaning, not proof that he was born evil. So for question B, is the dragon right? And is everything meaningless? The dragon believes that life is meaningless and that the best thing to do is hoard gold and give up on caring, basically. The dragon tells Grendel, "My advice to you, my friend, is to seek out gold and sit on it." He's basically saying that nothing matters, so don't even try to find purpose, I think. Grendel is influenced by this idea later in the book. He says, "So it goes on with the world like a charnel house." This quote shows he's starting to accept the dragon's belief that life is just death and decay, and there's just no point to try to change it, basically. Um, but these words, Grendel still searches for meaning despite those words, what the dragon says. Listens to the Shaper's songs. He watches humans and questions his role in their world. Um, that shows he hasn't truly given up yet, but he's still drawn to the possibility that meaning exists. Personally, I think the dragon is partially right. Life can feel meaningless at sometimes, but I don't think that means we like stop searching at all. Grendel shows that even meaning is hard to find. The search itself matters. The fact that he keeps asking questions proves that he hasn't fully given up. So for core question C, does it have free will? I believe Grendel does have free will, but it's affected by influence and people around him, basically. He hears many voices: the dragon, the Shaper, the humans, and they all push him in different directions, telling him different things. But at the end of the day, he still chooses his own path, and he doesn't rely on others. One moment that shows this is when he says, "Tedium is the worst pain." He's not being forced by destiny. He acts because he's bored, curious, and just emotionally overwhelmed. Those are still his choices that he makes. And another key quote supported this is that the dragon's charm had worked. Nothing could touch me. Grendel feels protected and empowered, but he still chooses to interact with humans, to fight and to reflect. And he may be influenced by others, but he's not like a puppet to them. Some may say that the dragon's prophecy takes away Grendel's freedom, but if that was true, Grendel wouldn't question it as much as he does. He's very self-aware, and doubt show that he still has the ability to choose, even if the choices are painful and unclear. And for question D, well, I think so. I would say the most important symbol in the book would be the Shaper, just because he represents the human desire to create meaning, and just through his storytelling, and even when the truth is uncertain. To explain this, Grendel says that the man had changed the world, had torn up the past by its thick, gnarled roots, and had transmuted it. So what he's saying is like the Shaper's words are powerful enough to reshape how people view reality, and that makes him more than just a poet. He's a symbol of like hope and meaning to Grendel. Another quote to support this is also he says Grendel says he made it all seem true and very fine. Grendel knows the Shaper might be lying, but he still wants to believe the Shaper, and this just shows how stories, like even if they're not true, can give people something to hold on to and just have meaning. But some might argue the dragon is more an important symbol, not the Shaper, just because he tells the truth without emotion, like just different to how the Shaper says it. But in the Shaper's case, like his lies offer like comfort and purpose to like Grendel, and that just makes him more powerful. I just think that makes him more of a powerful character because he just changes how people feel, and